It's not that deep. All right. 2000. Yeah, hell no. All right, somebody give me a. I mean, do you want to do December? December, just like December. I mean, we can do it. Sure. All right. I don't really remember it. Actually, I think I blew an account in December. I think that's I think that's what happened. But that's because I was just tilting. Okay. Do we want it? Okay. I mean, we can do something else, but what do y'all want to do? December. June, I already did that. I think. Wait, did I do June? All right, we'll do December. What year? 24. I guess. No. Too recent. Okay. 22. What? Bruh, I'll do 23. I ain't going that far. Why is my government name being put in chat? Okay. I'll do 2023 December. Should be a very slow month, but we'll see. Are you Arab? Pakistani? Some friends said whenever SMT happens and data high, data lows, it becomes kind of protected and price never comes back to it and keeps dumping. I don't know. I don't use SMTs for data high, data low. Most of the time we come back. Maybe like short term, we might drop or something. But I usually see SMTs get broken. Okay. Take off volume indicator. All right, let's see what's going on. So this is 2023 December. Well, I'm tired. All right. Check bias. 4 hour hourly 15. What am I? Bearish? We respected this bearish gap. We have like a 4 inversion to the downside. Hourly inversion. Swept out this high. I think I'm bearish. Probably feel like trendline liquidity here. Wake up. Interesting. Okay, need to get some caffeine. But this low looks juicy. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm bearish right now, but we are forming trendline liquidity here. So I'm gonna have this marked out and see how we react once we get down there. But yeah, I'm looking for continuation shorts. We low-key have some. This is decent. Oh, actually, this is like mid low resistance. Shorts from here would be good, but we're lucky getting a 15-minute inversion. I'm just gonna see what open does. Let me go to UTC4. All right, let's see. Okay, we just like dump. All right. I mean, if we go for that low, that'd be great. But that low's kind of far. Here's the trend line. Here's open. So we get a long off open. Would I take this? Low key. Hold up. Wait, I should take this. Yeah. Swept out liquidity. Swept out liquidity. For value gap delivery. I mean, I don't see the issue with this. We already rebounced the daily, so I'm not like married to that low. Oh, look, you already missed the entry. Oh, bruh. Alrighty. Would I have waited for this though? Low key, I think I would have. Actually, okay. So I mean, here's a good example of smart money reversal. No, I wouldn't have. So someone tell me in this scenario, I just went too fast. I need to stop doing that. Robe, yeah, can you do that? That'd be nice. But someone tell me in chat why I can take this gap. I can take this gap and I don't need to wait for the significant gap, which is this gap. So you have gap 1. Oh my god. Type this. Gap 1, and then you have gap 2. So I can take gap 2 and not wait for 1. Because higher time from delivery and sweep. And what else? What here is significant that I don't need to wait for 1? Momentum. Yes. Hindsight. Okay. Momentum. Yes. Momentum. So if we're sweeping out a higher time from PD array, right, and we have higher time from delivery, so like I include that as like 15-minute lows and above usually. So, and this is market open. So market open, we got a Judas swing down to re-manipulate the slow, and then we got an inversion back up. Yeah. So the momentum, like, okay, to calculate momentum. This is why I did not take the trade. That there was a 5-minute, I think, on Friday that lost. And I didn't take that because of momentum. So you want to see 5 points per minute. Is that 930 wick? Yeah, it is. This is juicy. So you want to see 5 points per minute. And that's classified as good momentum. Yeah, thank you, Ian. Yeah, so that 5-minute long, in terms of momentum, so you take it from the low to the high. So we moved 22 points in 2 minutes, right? So if we're doing 5 minutes or 5 points per minute in 2 minutes, we already moved 22. So to classify as good momentum, we would have at least needed to move 10 points, right? Because 5 points per minute, this is 2 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So that Friday trade, that 5-minute, we should have moved 125 points, but we only moved like 80, so I didn't take it. And that saved me from a loss. So, yeah, and I don't need to wait for the SMR here because the momentum's good enough, and we're delivering off our high time from PDR. Stop at the low. Take this. Okay. Can I get in a market order? Right. 5 points per minute is considered. Yeah. Well, like, okay. You measure how many points we moved, right? I mean, like to the naked eye, I can just see this is V-shape and this is momentum. But like, let's say that 5-minute, you're like struggling a little bit and you don't know if it's a good enough momentum. Just you measure from the low to the high, and it's like, okay, did we move? Like here we moved 22 points. So if we're doing 5 points per minute, it took 2 minutes to invert this gap, right? From this gap, that's 1 minute. This is the second minute. So therefore, 5 points per minute would mean 10 points. We should have at least moved 10 points to consider this as good momentum. We moved 22, so this is really good. I don't know if I'm speaking too fast, but does that make sense? But yeah, I would target, we probably like an unfilled 15 above. Yeah, this. My bad. Yeah. I like this unfilled 15 as a target. I don't know if I'd hold runners. I mean, we do have like kind of trend line maybe. It's like mid. Okay, there's break even. And then I'd scale this unfilled 15, even though it's negative RR, because that's like your first liquidity target. Alrighty. Or just get break even. Death candle. I mean, I would have got spread on this. I would have lost probably like $20. But interesting. Okay. Wow, that got destroyed after break even. Um, another long here, but this one's kind of worse. Yeah, I would not take that. This is probably a better 15-second. Like, you could take this, but now you're targeting a high that swept out another high. Like, it's just not as good. I mean, no, I don't think so. P15, nah. But P15 was doing good. You want me to pulls when you don't like the trade? Yeah, sure. Okay, everyone voted yes on that. Yeah, you should have taken this. This is good. I feel like the trade works, but I wouldn't take the 30. I'd take the 15 because the 15 is so obvious here. But I don't know. This was better. I'm not gonna take this. Okay, so me fading that is the right call. Yeah. Why do you consider the first candle when it didn't form a fair value at the time? Why do you consider the first Oh, well, you take it from the low of where the inversion starts. You don't take it from here. Just take it to the low to the high. You just do, man. Cause like this is where we react off price. So if we're gonna start momentum from here, this to here needs to be good enough. It's just how it is. Okay, I think we go lower. Again, dream scenario, soup out this 4-hour low and get along. I mean, this is the most juicy low ever, so. I mean, hopefully we just get down there. Okay, we're just getting another long. I don't like this long. It's against bias. I think we go down. I'm low-key married to that low. Okay, there's a low. So this is where I'd be looking for another potential long setup. What? Which one? The 15-second one or the one that got break even? The 15-second was just like the target was worse to me. I didn't like it. The first long I had a 930 wick. Let me check if there's an SMT. Okay, wait, what the heck? Hold up. All right, so ES is here and NASDAQ is here. So I don't know what that's about, but sure. Holy uncorrelation on the higher time frame. But yeah, there's an SMT technically. I'd be looking for like any good long. If we like mega blast of this 30-second, technically I can take this. We have a breaker. Put in a breaker right there. Okay, so there's another lesson. Who would take this? Who would take this long? You guys already saw the candle after, but I just want to ask. If you saw this in live time, would you guys take this? No? Yeah, do the poll real quick. Nah, no. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so why do we not take this gap? Because external versus internal, right? This gap's holding price down. And even though like we're coming off a high time from PD rate, in this case scenario, like it just doesn't make sense off like to take this. Like you would just wait for this. Right. Now, so you see now, like I would have taken this 30-second, but now this momentum is horrible. So now I would need to wait for like an SMR. But this is just like chop low key, so I need to see like way better structure. Interesting. Okay. 1 minute long here. I mean, this is good technically. Where do I even draw? I want to draw like, I want to see the daily 50. Ooh. Technically, like, this is, you don't need this. Like, I don't need to hit 50 here. I'm not marrying that. This is like more structure in terms of like another like leg down, or we get a push up, then I see confirmation setups. It's like now we got a leg down, so this is structure. I'm just like trying to figure out the I mean, no, this is where I look for long. Okay, I feel like if I took this 1 minute, I would not regret it. But we're kind of like fail souping this low to me a little bit. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like we're too bearish. Okay, you know what I'd take? I think I would take this. Because this would put in a breaker. Like if we like Mega Blast above this, I think I would take this like that. But who would take this 1 minute? Actually, you don't need to do polls, Rebay. That's a lot of work. Just type one or something, or just say yeah. It's only got like 12 people. So you guys would take this 1 minute. Okay. If this 1 minute lost, I wouldn't hate the loss. I also just don't like this wick. I just need more confirmation. I need to see like I need to see this 30-second break and put in a breaker. So let's see what happens. Okay, the 1 minute would have been a break-even trade. Because you would have went break-even at this high. And then this wick would have wicked you out. Okay. If we get a candle like this, I'll take this. Yeah, nah, hell no. Okay, never mind. We're like, I don't like this. So you can see how the significant gap holds us down still, right? This is just not enough because this to me looks like a fail soup. This is the low where I wanted a soup. So I wanted like this, you know what I mean? But we're like, I don't know what this is. This is not bullish yet. So if I'm gonna try to catch a reversal now, I need more confirmation. So we break the significant gap there, but now it's too choppy to me. And now it's 11. I do like this though. We did super slow. I think this does work to like here, but okay, so that fails. So good call on not taking that. I'd probably just go next day now. I don't love that. Yeah, not light bulb. It's not like great. It's a lot of potential. Okay. See, now we're getting like more bullish structure. This is more what I like to see. So this wick, this is a really bullish wick, and I think we probably hit like 50% of this rejection block. Okay, so you see how we're reacting off 50% of the wick. So that's your rejection block. And now we're getting bullish structure. So I definitely wouldn't mind longs. I'd probably look for shorts if we get to this high, because that would put us in like 50% of this 4-hour range. But right now I'm looking for like continuation longs. Technically we could get a bearish reaction here, but I feel like we're still a little too low to short. And this is like not that good of a sell side target. Unless we left relative equal lows here. Oh, I think we did actually. Maybe there's an SMT with this though. Continuation longs, yeah, there's SMT. See, I can identify that. Continuation longs just means like you get bullish structure and then like you retrace in like a higher time frame gap, like a 15-minute gap, and then you get longs to continue. So like there's two trades that as IFEG traders we take like full reversals like from the lows and the highs, and then we also just take like continuation longs. You know what I mean? Like this is your high time frame gap, and this is your continuation long. So yeah. Like right now we have bullish structure, so I'm bullish to like this high, at least. But we're probably gonna smack that high without a setup, which is fine. So there's that high. I think dream scenario, we're kind of in a weird spot. Probably like 50% of this range. Maybe if we get like a remanipulation like this, I'd take something. Like we already took out the high, so I'd want to see like a little bit better structure. Okay, kind of choppy. I do like this long if we got it. Okay, we don't. A long from here would be good as well. Alrighty, that's just open, so no setup there. But this is where I wanted a long because we're in a 5-minute. We actually disrespected that 5, but we probably held something else maybe. I think we held a 1 minute. Yeah, we held this 1 minute, so that's fine. That's still delivery. I would have taken this. That's just like on open, unfortunately. Okay, I look, he might take this. Wait, 9:30. Nah, it's invalid on like every time frame. Okay, there's like a 5 minute. Like you technically could take this, but your RR is like cooked. Because your break even is like here, so it doesn't even make any sense. But I think we go up to this high. Okay. Oh, it didn't even close. Never mind. That's fine. Okay, can I skip? So we're getting bullish structure. That's perfectly fine. There's a bearish system T at this high now. There is a wow. Okay, this short looks so clean. Oh, interesting. Okay, out the 4 hour. Like we are in 50% of this range. The thing is, like, what are my targets? Ooh, low key. Low key, I don't even mind this though. Last time you said this is a pattern play. What, the short? I think the targets are not bad. Like we low key have LRLR. And we did sweep out higher time frame liquidity. Let me just see if there's like LRLR up here, which I don't think there is. Nothing's really clean up here. Oksana, are you in her? Oh, he left. No. Who would take this short? It's delivering out of a 4 hour. We swept the 4 hour high. I think we have a bearish system T as well. Yeah, we do. Bearish system T, huge wick. Low-key have like some. This is not super clean LLR, but I mean, this definitely is not bad. We just don't really have a good break even. I think I'm gonna try this though. 2 minute, yeah, 2 minutes here. 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute. Like, skipping this. I feel like I would take this. Rebounds. This is 4 hour order block. I'll try it. This could fail, but if it fails, it fails. Losses do happen. If anyone sent me this as a loss, like I would be fine with it. Like I would not think this is a bad loss. Cause I mean we hit higher time frame discount on the. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Go back. Hold up. Did not mean to do that. My bad. Where was I? Okay, here. Okay. So take this. Let me just make. I'm like picky. Let me make sure. 50%. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking this. That's fine. If this loses, it loses. How do you go back? They added this new thing. There's like a button here. You just click. Dude, I don't know why every limit order puts me in a stop order. Put me in a market order. Okay. I'd go break even this 30-second gap, I think. Let me see. We're kind of getting a trend line here. All right, let's see. Let me just play this. Alrighty. Instantly stop that. Okay. That's probably just a bias issue. That's fine. I honestly don't mind that loss. You can. Robé would have faded it, so that's good. Good job, Robé. Oh, go freaking back, dude. I think that loss is fine. Maybe we're just like bullish here, but like we did it hard. We did it a bearish hard time from PDRA, so I mean, not a bad loss. You have a long here. I would not take this. Break even. Okay, I'd look for a short here now. If I were to look for a short again. Got 1 minute short here. We're probably shorting a higher time from gap, so yeah. I need to wait for like 5 minutes at least. Unless we get manipulation. Damn. This is invalid. I would have liked this though. Was there a 30-second? There was, but I would have waited for the 1. That sucks. V-shape long here. I feel like this works. Yeah, it's not like amazing. Yeah, it's not like yeah. It's not great. I think this works though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really think this works. Like to me, this is like sweep out this. This is like your major gap rebounds, and then this. I think I'm gonna take this. I know we're in premium, but like, I don't know. Like I'm looking at the 50-minute. There's not a lot of gaps to rebalance. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of, like this is the first gap to rebalance, and then we swept out this 5-minute intermediate term low, and then we get a straight V shape back up. I just like want to try this. I don't know why. We're on a macro. Okay, like, what do we have to rebalance here? You know what I mean? Like, usually we got to pull back to rebalance, but, like, everything has been mitigated. 1 hour. Yeah, but this hasn't formed yet. And this is a lot of momentum. I'm going to try this. Just because I just want to try. I want to be in this. If this fails, it fails. I don't care. Okay, technically, that's break even. Bruh. That's fine. Alrighty. Should I have gone break even there? Wait, was that a bad break even? Wait, why would I go break even there? Reformed internal low. Reswept it. But I feel like you just got break even at 50 of this. Interest. Why would? I mean, I guess. Would I've gone break even there? This is like subjective break even. Whatever. But you see how this works. Like, I mean, this makes sense. Like, even though we're in premium, this is a time where long and premium is fine because like there's nothing to mitigate below. There's just such an obvious gap. We just like rebalanced. I expect price to continue. I think that was a bad break even though. Let me look at that back in live time. There's your entry. Did we like get a reaction of something? So we rebalanced that. Come off this order block. Bullish reaction. Yeah, wait. Why would I go break even? Even though it swept a new internal high, we respected this. And we put an order block in. I think I would have gotten break even. I just would have re-entered. And then you just play a hard stop below this. This is all hindsight though, so it doesn't really fucking make any sense. But this is like where subjectivity and break evens come into play. Because like, okay, we respect this gap, and I have a lot of conviction we go up because this is so V-shaped, and we have nothing to re-mitigate, and we have not put an hourly gap in. So we put an order block in, and we respected a bullish P to rate, and we still respected this order block. So like there, and then you just like take that and then you just go for the high. Alright, whatever. Just next day. I need to teach subjective. Yeah, because that doesn't like the thing Reliable does that I need to learn. Like he doesn't go break even unless it like actually makes sense. Like I need to stop going like straight mechanical break even. My bad. I skipped the day real bit. Like, even though it's an internal high, like, I have conviction. They're like, why would I go break? I'm just like robot trading, and that's where like dodgy is separated from like me, and as well as reliable separated. Or Wi-Fi is so bad. Damn. All right, 4 on inverse, so I'm bullish here. Yeah, I mean, I look for long from here. Not really any good like spots. We already kind of hit the spot for long. I'm just gonna wait for open here. So we just pump. That's fine. This long probably works. That would have been break even. Okay, we're just like gunning it up. Alright, I'm bullish till this high. Now I'd use this 50. Like, I'd use this leg. Maybe we get a retrace. Hopefully. Maybe open. Judah swings us down first. Judah swing down. Okay. Maybe we get a long here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. In a 50-minute gap. Swept all that liquidity. We have a 1 minute back to the upside. Bro, let me just type like this. We're not in a 5. I feel like I have to take this. I mean, I would take this. I would take this. I mean, you have to take this, right? Like, I guess it's not really a good break even. You wouldn't take it, Robe? Who would take this? Oh, it didn't even close. Hold up. Never mind. Next candle. I think I would now take it. Yeah, I'll take this. Now it closed. Zoom out a bit. We're in a 15-minute. Held that. If you also see, this is a 15-minute breaker retest. So low, high, lower, low, higher, high. 15-minute breaker retest. And we left buy side above. I think we left equal highs, so. Did we? Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure. In case, what's your sell side? My sell side would be this low. This low right here. This is a 15-minute. Dude, I would take this. Would I take this? Oh, I just don't like. I don't know what I don't like. Unfilled 5's here. Like, I mean, this makes sense. I would wait for SMR here. Stay put. That is true. But am I on the fence? I feel like this is a no-brainer. Oksana, what would you do? Would you take this? No, literally. That's a Dexter reference? No, it's not. Actually, it might be. I'm gonna take it. We already got like technically a remanipulation. Like, this is your manipulation leg on the 32nd. Maybe I do one more candle on the 32nd. Okay, so yeah, that would have failed. So I feel like, okay, maybe I'd just remanipulate. I wanted to see like an order block on the 30. Call me Mr. Aura. Alright, bro. Oh, is there an SMT? Did I just miss it? Don't tell me. Oh, we left to go lows. But I would have, bruh. Can I stop missing shit? Oh my god. This I would take. There's nothing external to the left. And even though, oh, you know what this is? Oh yeah, okay. I love that. RB. Rejection block. I used to like always fade these longs where like we don't resweep the low, and I'm like, but like here's the thing, we already hit a high time frame P array, and now that I have like rejection blocks in my arsenal, I understand this. I understand it now. Look, this is 50%. The body's held, so respected to 50, and you get that bullish of a reaction. Bro, rejection blocks are good. Yeah. Stop loss below this order block. Unmitigated 5-minute above, I think now. So this was a good. Actually, this is a bad loss. I don't know why this loses. I think we just don't have enough like manipulation. Like this is like kind of mid. I don't know, but low key, if I took this long, I'd have my stop at the low probably. But that's also hindsight. So even if you lose on that, you just take this and then hope this works. But I didn't. But I faded that. I faded this. I just like, to me this looks like there's just not enough structure. I don't know if that makes sense. Like there's not like a good break even. And I like having a good break even. You know what I mean? Like there's not like a good internal high. This is like a really solid good internal high. So there's like your break even, but this is probably gonna be break even. Just how close it is. Okay, break even trade. Completely fine. Damn, imagine you just enter off the RB. Wait, you're printing. Casual 11RR. This would be the next spot I look for longs. This would be completely fine. So I'd look for longs here too. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, I'm in this. I'm in, right? Yeah. 3 minute, 4 minute, 5, 4, everything is inversing. Did I miss a 30? Nope. No, I did not. I'm assuming this 3 minute is inversed. If it hasn't, and I get, okay. Then I'll just close it and redo it. Okay. So there's break even. Hit a BPR. Do not stall. TP1. Scale 75. I'd scale more with this unfilled something. Unfilled 15 minute. Actually, I already scaled, so I'd probably just hold this, John. This is the light bulb setup. Like, these setups are fine. I think even if you lose on this, bro, you take this, you get break even, then you take this, you win, and then you make your money back. But like, I faded this long. I don't know what. Sometimes you just get like intuition, but I feel like Dodgy would he would 100% have alerted this, because this is just V shape and it's like off a 15 minute, and we left equal highs up there. I'm holding runners because I'm pretty sure we have relative equal highs up here. Yeah, I know. Also, live time's different, bro. Like, I fade a lot more setups in live time, but this is a no-brainer. Like, this to me is like, you gotta take that. You know what I mean? But there's that. I think we go higher. I'm gonna scale more at 50 of this range. So like here. Or just get break even. That's completely fine, you know? Alright, whatever. Done for the day. Next day. Gio, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Bro, what? Alright, bro. Did we leave those highs intact? That's actually crazy. Oh, are they not real? I don't think they're equal. Oh no, we did take them. Never mind. Interesting. What am I looking for? Let's see. Bias. 4 hours disrespected. Check yes though. It could be SMT. Yeah. See, there's an SMT. I'm pretty sure. So SMT at this low on the 4 hour time frame. So, and we have an hourly inverse to the upside, so I'd be bullish here until this unfilled 4 hour probably. I mean, that makes sense in terms of, I do like this. This is all right. It's not super clean, but dream scenario, you come down, sweep out this, and get a long before we tap that unfilled 4. What do you do when you have conflicting draws? You wait for one side to get swept. Okay, that's news. So now we actually have a data low. So once we tap this unfilled 4 hour, I'll actually be looking for shorts. If we have conflicting draws like a data high, data low, you technically wait for one side to get swept. But if we have like conflicting draws like LRLR on one side of of price than LRLR on the other side. It depends what order flow is doing. Like a 4 BISI and SIBI, depends what order flow is doing. If order flow is leaning bullish, then you still look for longs, in my opinion. Like, that's a thing that happened on Tuesday this week. There was a long setup, but I was like married to like relatively good lows, but order flow was still bullish, so I missed out on a setup. But now I learned that, so now I can just teach it to you guys. I just want any short here. Okay, let me just, I mean, it's not even market open yet, but for SIBI, data low. Let me see what open does. Okay, I need some bear structure, man, or I'm just not shorting. Shoot a swing up. Maybe we, okay. Interesting. Do we sweep out? I feel like we go for this now. I feel like this is just like obvious. But now I'm being bullish. Is that 930 low? Yeah. So there's that high. That high I kind of was marrying there. If we got like death candle through this, I'll take this. One more candle. God, why is the momentum so weird? Like, why? What is these little ass candles, bro? I think I gotta take this. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, 4 hour. If I take this to 4 hour, it looks like it's gonna be inverted, but it's not. It's not 10 yet, so technically, it hasn't. Maybe I wait for the SMR, like the breaker. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just 'cause I'm not that confident. I'd wait for this breaker to get put in. And then I'd take the 30 inversing. Okay, I like that. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. So CISD here. Oh. CISD here. Rebalance the 1 minute BPR. Pushed off of that. Put an order block. Put a breaker. Also retest the breaker. So respecting bearish PD raise. This gap is so small. But like maybe I just go break even at that gap. Targeting. Am I like even bearish here though? God, why is the 4 hour just like, I mean, we could hold the 4 hour, that's the thing. I think this 930 wick makes sense to get smacked. Like that's also. But technically, like, this hasn't triggered. Maybe I just go break even at that. I've stopped above this high. Alright, I'll try it. This 30-second, I didn't have as much conviction. It would have been a break even anyways, because I would have went breaking at this low, and then you would have gotten break even. So then this is like the breaker retest. Okay, I'm going break even there. Actually, am I going break even there? Hold up. We closed below the gap, so let me. Okay, yeah, there's an SMT. There is, right? Yeah. I'd go break even there. There's an SMT. No, we haven't inversed the 4 hour. That's what I'm saying. See, the 4 hour is holding. I just have to hope this runs, bro. If this break evens me, that's gonna be really, really sad. Okay, there's TP. So I would have scaled there in live time. If I get break even now, god damn. Okay. All right. Well, now my scale is like $1 million. So there goes the statistic. But I would have scaled here. I would not have scaled here. But yeah, where's data low? I'm holding for data low. That's a good. I like that. I just like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not confident, I wait for SMR, and SMR just prints here, bro. I swear, SMR is cheat code. I would expect price to just start running. There's a lot of momentum down. If we get this 30-second long, I might just cut the trade. Okay, see that? I mean, it's only $33, so I don't really care, bro. Okay, whatever. Break even. I scaled most. I did scale like I would have scaled here, and then maybe I think I would have in live time. I don't know. I mean, I would have scaled on this candle, so I wouldn't have scaled down here. So I did just make more money than I intended to, but I can't control that. But that was a really good trade though. You see, like if I'm not loving something and there's SMR potential, I'll just wait for that. You know what I mean? Gio, shut the hell up, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I expected this to be a soup. You see this high inside this gap? Like this, these are my favorite types of spots to look for, like reversals. Right? Again, we're as IFPG traders, we take continuation plays and we take reversals. So this is an example of a reversal. And if you're taking a reversal, you can take the first fair value gap if the momentum's good enough. You see how this momentum's technically good enough. To me, this looked like the 4 hours inversing. So that's where I got a little iffy. But so in this case, this is like a subjective thing. Even if you took this 30-second, you probably wouldn't went. I mean, maybe you go break even at this low and you don't get break even, but I probably would have got break even. So, you change strats like clothes. Oh my god. Everyone make fun of Gio, bro. Dude. Okay. So you see how I wait for a breaker? CISD, breaker. We retest CSD and breaker, and we retest the BPR. You see this 30-second BPR, retest all that, and so then we distribute off that. So then it's like, okay, now we're respecting bearish PD raise. So I take this 30-second inversing off of here, and then I just go break even at the next 30 because it's like super close. And you're also inversing at 1 minute. Does that make sense, everybody? And then that just works to this 930 wick, which is a super good target. I probably would not have targeted this 930 wick if it swept out this low, but we already took buy side, so that's fine. Okay, anyways. So next day. Turtle suit merch. Oh my god. Dude, turtle sipping's good. I don't know why you hate on it. Swept out we're in a range, man. This is what December does, I guess. But it's not even a bad range. Like, it's higher time frame range. This is like low-key what I want right now. Like, this is good. This is not even bad PA. Like, even though we're high time frame ranging, like, I can just take reversals. So we swept out these highs. We were inverting a 4 for value up to the downside. So I'm leaning bearish, probably in like an 8 hour or something. If it'll let me go. Okay, refresh the page. Are we in an 8 hour? Yes, we are, but we're still inverting that. Okay. Are we in a 12 hour? 12 hour. Yes, we're in a 12 hour gap too. Okay. So you guys see where I have a 4 hour inversion, but we are in a 12 hour gap. Times fractal. So we're still in a fair value gap, but like, I think we go lower. I think at least to this low. Did we break this gap? So this gap was holding order flow in my opinion. Actually, technically this gap as well as this gap. Okay, can I draw? This gap was holding order flow as well as this gap because this gap got IO fitted up here and sent price to a higher high. So we IO fitted here, sent price to a higher high. So if we break this, which I think we did, not with a lot of momentum though, but this gap's also holding order flow. But I feel like we go to this low. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for. Probably just continuation shorts, considering we already took buy side. So yeah. Let me see what open is. Okay, we have news. So news makes life easier because now I can get a draw on liquidity. So we have a data low, data high. Wait for one to get swept. Preferably we take out the data high maybe. Or just like literally do nothing for the entire time until market open. Market open does nada either. Okay, there's data high. So swept out data high. So now we have a data low to target. Oh, I love this. Okay, I was about to talk shit on this data low, but then I saw this. Do you guys see how this data low did not sweep out this 15-minute low, this intermediate term low? So now we have relative weak lows, and this data low is not protected. Like, it's a decent draw on liquidity. So I'd be looking for a short here. That, okay, I think we're probably in like a 2. Okay, there's a 1 minute. Did we? I feel like this is fine to take. Hourly rejection. 1 minute, put in an order block. Inversion downside. Go break even at next fair value gap. Are we in a hard time from gap? No 3 minute. We're not in a 4 minute yet. We're not in a 5. I would take this 1 minute. I think this is fine. This is a B setup. Bro, what? This is an A plus setup. Swept out liquidity here. We're delivering out of a bearish hourly like BPR. Yeah, I mean, I think I would take this. If this loses, I'd be completely fine. Here's the thing, though. If this loses and then I go to the 4 minute and I see that a 4 minute gap was put in, then I would have waited for the 4 in live time. Let me just say that. But, yeah. Okay. All right, is there a 4 minute? Yep. What did I just say? So a 4 minute got put in. I'm gonna cut this trade. I'm gonna wait for the 4. Like, there's an SMT at the high, low key. There's an SMT. Do I hold this? This 30 held. Oh wait, this hasn't failed yet. This inception held. Wait, I hold this. This inception gap bloody held. Fire. Break even there. Okay. Bro, I keep forgetting to look for inception sometimes. This inception held. So that's why I usually just psychologically put a stop above here because I like psychologically or subconsciously like I know there's usually like a lower time frame gap. So this 30-second held price. You guys see that? I'm getting a payout on Monday. Guys, what are we talking about? That screenshot, Loki, is funny as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie. That screenshot cracks me up, bro. That shit's funny. It's fine. Bro. Alright, chill, Gio. Don't say that. Alright, can you guys be civilized? Like, come on, bro. Lock in. Bro, can I get a TP? Stop with this break even. I'm taking the 5. I'll still take this 5, I think. Yeah, I like this. Guys, lock in. Yeah, I mean, if we inverse this 5, okay, we remanipulate up. All right, we're not bearish. Scratch the entire. I'll look for a short from here, though. I will look for a short from there. I like that spot. Maybe we get a short from this high, this 4-hour high inside that fair value gap getting swept. So there's that. So now I'd be looking for a short. I think SMR put in. If we have like a really juicy 3 minute, I think here. Yeah, I'd take this. I would take this. I just need a good candle. Oh my god, what is that wick? What is that wick, man? What happened to the 1 minute? It was a break-even trade. So this 30-second inception gap held, and then it didn't hit 1 hour. Yeah. So like I entered here, my stop loss was like here, and then this, bro, it hit 0.7, but it was just break-even. So now I'm looking for a short again though, because we've hit a higher time frame PD rate, and we hit a 4-hour high inside of a fair value gap. So this is like a next spot for reversal. Inception gaps increase win rate. Yes, I'll include inception gaps if they make sense. Like in context, like that 30-second makes sense in context. If you have like a 5-minute inversion to the upside, but there's like a little 30-second all the way at the bottom, like don't include that. Just play the close, because that that context doesn't make any sense. This 3 minute I was about to bang, but literally this is the worst close I've ever seen in my life. So I don't know, man. I'm not having confidence. I do like this breaker though. Let me see. Like we retested the breaker and we respected it. Okay, I think I'm gonna enter off that. Yeah, I'm gonna enter now. I like that candle. Stop above the order block. Targeting this internal low. We are on a 15, but I still think we go for this unmitigated 5. This is a mech model. I did miss the entry, but I don't like the wick off that, so I waited for a better candle. 1 minute order block now put in. So there's break even. I could trail stop above this order block, or I just go full break even. Let me think. Like I mitigate my risk here, maybe. I feel like this is a good trade, but this is your break even. You know what I mean? You think this reverses? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you're wrong. Where is my original take profit here? Let me see. Okay, now I'll go break even. Please hit my 1R. Bang. Bang. 75% off there. Easy. So that's a banger. Banger. Nothing to fill below. What are you talking about? Fully, bro, we got... Yeah, I mean, we don't need anything to fill below. We still have a data low. You know that, right? Like, okay. Don't target this. Don't target it now. Because you can target it here, but don't target it here. Wait for another high time from Peter Ray to get hit. Now we hit a hard time from Peter Ray. So now we go neutral, right? Higher time frame goes neutral when we hit this hard time from Peter Ray, and then I apply lower time frame order flow, and I see what price is doing. So you guys see again SMR. What do we get? High, low, higher, high, lower, low. We have a breaker. We have a CISD. We get a retest in the breaker plus CISD, and then we distribute. Inversion to the left. There was a 3 minute you could have taken. I personally just did not like this wick because you're entering on a bullish candle. You see how like this is what you're entering off of, this 1 minute candle. However, I understand that we still have an unfilled 5 minute below, and this is a good ITL to target. So once we got that candle, I then entered because I had conviction, because then we put a 1 minute order block in that too. Does that all make sense? I'm low-key speaking fast, but yeah. So there's TP. Now I just low-key I'd be holding a runner. Let's see if we can distribute down here. Or just get break even. Let's go. Let's go. My runners never hit, man. Oh my god. My runner. Watch reaction to the 50 minute. I don't care. The OB? Oh, you right. I don't care. I would leave a runner anyways. That's why I scale 75%. Bro, I'm going to leave a runner to this data low regardless. I scale 75% there. The rest could get sent to the moon. I don't care, bro. You know what I mean? I scale that much at 1R for a reason. Because most of these get break even, I'm telling you. Bro, I'll be tweaking for break. Like, my God, I haven't had my runners hit in so long, but it's fine. Damn, why the hell did we do this? That's interesting. We didn't sweep out this high in OSMT. Next day, I'll look for one more setup, and then we'll be done for back testing. 1 hour is fire. I know, bro. 1 hour is fire. 1 hour is my shit, man. I love 1 hour. All right. Let's investigate. So we still have that data low from the day before, I'm assuming. Let me just go check. Where are you? Where are you? This is in Narnia though. I would not care about this. Like for now. I'd only care about this data low if we start going towards it. Do you guys understand? Yeah, you used to go for 2R and 3. Yeah, see, that's the issue. IFVGs are high win rate, low R type of strategy. So this 4 hour is holding up price. So I am not caring about this data low unless we start melting through this 4 hour. So I'm just gonna be looking for continuation longs because we're just rebalancing a 4 hour to me. You know what I mean? But like I'll keep that data low in mind if we start disrespecting bullish PD arrays. Alright, dream scenario. If we sweep out this low and we respect this little 15, bro, give me the trend line, please. Okay. This little gap here. If we respect this, I low key would long. But I just want to see what open does. We do have like a little bit of LRLR here. Yeah, this is definitely not bad. Definitely don't mind that. Or if we get a long after sweeping this low, any of those. I want to keep respecting that trend line. Don't break it here. Go down. Okay, never mind. Well, there goes that liquidity. We do have trend line. Actually, not really. Okay, we have a short here. Am I bearish? Probably not. I mean, we're in an hourly. I mean, nah, I don't think I'm gonna take that. Yeah. I just want to see what open does. I'm like kind of neutral, but I'm leaning bullish. Wow. Okay. So if we took out all the buy side now, so now technically we took out this 4 hour high. So, and we haven't closed above this 4 hour, and we're probably in a bearish hourly to the left. Yeah. You see how we're in this? You see how I can like just tell just by like the 4 hour. So we hit this. So if we were to get like a crazy short, like if we got this 1 minute, I think I'd just like bang this. I'd definitely take this. Yes, right? Right? Yes. I mean, I have to. I have to take this. 30-second inversion, 15-second, everything just inverted, bro. I'm taking this. If it loses, it loses, man. Whatever. We're in a higher time frame range, so I'm not like marrying like buy side or anything. You know what I mean? Like we're just bouncing off up and down. Oh, my bad. Also unfilled, I mean LRR blow. Let me check. Kind of. Like, oh, we do have a 930 wick. I do like this though. Do we have LRR below? Let's investigate. I guess from here to here, maybe. This is stretching it. Not really. I'm going to say not really. I just like the reaction. I like the Judah swing. I like we go neutral. I like the buy side sweep. I like that we would still respect this hourly. I like that the 4 hour would still hold. I just like where we were at for a short. Do I think this could fail? Yes. Because of bias. Because bias technically right now is neutral and liquidity to the downside is not the best. But this is just a V shape off a Judah swing and I don't think it's bad. Break even would be this ITO, I think. Maybe I wait for one more candle because we are on a wick. But we do have a bearish system T. I'll just take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. The close is good. Like, the close is not bad at all. Alright, okay. Hasn't failed yet. Not looking good, though. Can I play price? Okay, there's a stop out. That's fine. I mean, I don't regret that. I don't really regret that. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would take that. I mean, it's like... The only issue is bias, I guess, but like bias goes neutral, and there's not like, you know what I mean? I would be fine taking that loss. Losses happen, man. Like that's just a part of the game. Now I guess I'm just bullish. I guess, yeah. Why are you neutral? Because we had a hard time from PDRA. We swept that hard time from buy side. Like we swept out these highs before, and then we were still respecting bearish PDRAs to the we were respecting a bearish hourly. And this to me is like a Judah swing, and we had a bearish system T with like all these highs. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're so bullish, but Inferno, we also go neutral there, and if you see, we're in a higher time frame. We are in a higher time frame like range. But I mean, I guess that's fine. Like maybe live time I'm bullish, and I just don't take that, but I don't mind that loss. Like that's fine. 50% win rate in a month. No, no. I wanna get one more win. Maybe if we take this buy side. Yeah. If we sweep out this high, maybe I'll look for a short. I'm just assuming we're not at all-time highs. Okay, we missed that buy side. Maybe we come down, rebalance, get a long out this 15-minute. I feel like this buy side definitely wants to get smacked. What the hell is ES doing? What? Why did we just gap? Why does it look like that? Okay, whatever. Interesting. I'm looking for like a long. I don't really like this. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I do like this reaction though. We're in premium. Like this is actually we're in discount. We delivered from discount. I don't know. I'm not like this isn't light bulb to me. This is bad momentum, I think. Would have been break even. It's 12:30. I'm gonna go next to Brian. Interesting. Okay. This is news. Yeah, there's news. So we have a data high and a data low. So we all know I should wait for one to get swept. Why are we like in space right now? We just like gapped up. Yeah. New day opening gap. Okay. I'm low-key leaning. Actually, I think I'll just play the data high, data low for now. But we do have a new day opening gap to fill. This is a weird spot, I'm not gonna lie. Because we have like conflicting draws. Early for value gap tap there. Like I don't even know where to draw a discount from. We left LRR downside. Market open dumps us. The lower we go, the better. I guess just like hold on. How do I even draw this? I guess from here to here. Yeah, I mean, if we get a long down here, but we should like fill this. Brother, I just like miss it. Would I have taken that? Probably not. Doesn't line up with time. Did I just miss a 30-second? Oh, okay. So I would have taken that. Nice. Hindsight again. Dude, I gotta stop missing this. We left equal highs here too. Yep. Okay. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Left equal highs. We filled in most of this new day opening gap. We still have that data high above. I just wanted us to fill some of this. And then just wait for a reaction. So now we get a 1 minute V shape up. I didn't like this because this to me is just a little too small. Then we get bullish structure. And then we get this. So this 30-second inversion. This would be the play. 30-second inversion here. And we left equal highs here. I mean, this is just like a no-brainer. Like you have perfect swing high equal highs. You got a V shape like that. This is not invalid. Yeah, because we didn't. I wouldn't even count this an invalid if we took out this internal eye because I have so much conviction for this. I mean, these are perfect equal highs, so I mean this should work. Rebounds 50% to the tick as well, so that's a really good sign. So, and we have dead eye above. I mean, I don't really see an issue. I would go break even at this internal high. Okay, so there's break even. Dude, these equal highs should get smacked. I'm gonna wait. Okay, yeah. Good thing I waited. I have conviction here. Like those should get smacked. Technically, I should scale, but that's not 1R. Okay, I'm scaling there. So there's 75% out there. Because that's only like, what, 0.7? I just need a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. So now it's like, do I hold a runner? I mean, we have a data high. I guess so. I mean, why not? Do we have unmitigated gaps above? No. There's no roadblocks, like, until, like, here, at least. So maybe I scale more from it there. Okay, there's that TP. Scale another 50% there. Yeah, and then now this is just like hope and pray. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, we just hold this. Okay, did we leave an unfilled 5? Kind of. I want to see if I want to trail stop here. We have a 1 minute order block. I could trail here, but it's too risky. If we break above this high, okay, see, now I'll trail. So I'll trail to this low now. So you guys can watch how I trail. So now I'll trail to this low because we displaced off that. And we put another order block. So if I get stopped, that's fine. That's in profit. If we break, okay, so now we break above this high. So now I trail to here. Actually, I'm going to trail up to here because this is a fair value gap. And this is a lot of momentum. I think I'm going to scale another 50% here, though. Yeah, at this high. So we're already there. So I'm going to scale another 50 there. The only reason I took the trade was because of these equal highs. I mean, this is just like, you can't believe in equal highs, have that reaction, and not take that. So this is like how I capitalize on my runners. So next TP would be this high. But I might get stopped out in profit. Okay, stopped out there. So that's fine. Is it fine? Or did I mess up? Nah, that's fine, whatever. Now we start chopping because we just expanded. Okay. That's what I'm gonna call it. That was a banger. I hate being hindsight though. Like, bro, I'm too fast. I keep like speeding it up, and I just like miss stuff. But like, I would have taken, like, I feel like everyone would have taken this. Like, who would have taken this? We leave perfect equal highs. Where we filled as long as we fill some of this, then this should be acted as support to run up higher. Does that make sense? So we filled some of it. We have a data high above, like, usually a new day opening gap like that just means we're super bullish. And I think, like ICT said, like, if it's super big, like if the new day opening gap is like really big, I think it's like, I forgot the points. I think Dodgy talked about this. It was like 260 points or bigger. Don't quote me on this. ICT said it. I forgot the exact number, but it's like if a new day opening gap's like 260 points, you can like you don't expect it to get filled, yet. Like, you expect it to get filled later. But if it's like a smaller new day opening gap, then you expect it to just get filled first. So because this is so huge, all this shows is like a lot of bullishness. So I would just be looking for some of the fill and then look for a bullish reaction. Man, if you caught this 1 minute, you would be like printing right now. But I just like, you know what I would have done? I think, actually no, I wouldn't have because this is a trend line. Yeah. Nah, I would just taken this. I mean, this is such a good setup. Is this invalid? We did not take out this high, so. But I would not have gone break even. I would just hold it for the equal highs because the equal highs just make sense. But yeah, does anybody have any questions? Do y'all understand this setup? V shape, delivery, hit 50% of this range to the tick. I mean, yeah, really good. You don't hit this 1 minute? What are you talking about? Oh, this one? You talking about this one? Yeah, I just printed. My runners actually hit. Wait, is it fixed 1R all the time, or does the 1R have to line up at the technical level? I scale at 1R unless if I'm like running straight into like an unmitigated 50-minute gap, and like the unmitigated 50-minute gap is at like 0.85R, at least I'll scale there. You know what I mean? But like I always scale at 1R even if liquidity's above. That's just like because I don't know why. In backtesting right now, you guys can see like most of the time we hit 1R and just like break even. So yeah. All right, that's gonna wrap up the backtesting. I'll show the statistics in a second. To be honest, I mean that didn't go bad. Like, not bad. I mean it's December, but I think maybe I could have avoided some losses. But I don't regret any of the losses I took. I don't know. I thought those were good. Like losses just happen sometimes. 75% win rate. I mean, yeah. Nothing really else to say. Anybody have any questions? This is lucky a lot of trades. I usually take less than this. In live time, I'd probably taken like maybe cut out 2 of these trades, but I'd still be green. Live time's different though, because live time is like, you know what I mean, momentum and all that. Like, and you also you analyze a lot more in live time. So maybe I miss some wins, maybe I miss some losses. Right now, in live time, I miss so many losses. But I also miss some wins, so that's like an issue that I have. But like I miss so many losses nowadays. Like in August, so I didn't take a loss this week. I took 1 loss last week and 3 wins last week. And the loss I took was a wick out because my stop loss was not above the leg that created the CSD. So I saw so many people on Instagram who took that same trade, but they didn't stop out because they had a good stop loss placement, and I didn't know. So like that, like just like that. Okay, I already fixed an issue, so now I'll never take a loss like that again. Dude, August I could have had 100% win rate. Actually, no, yeah, every loss I took in August was avoidable. Like losses happen for a reason. But I think like you guys saw that 1 minute short loss off open. Did you just swing up? That loss is like a loss in my opinion, is not avoidable. I just think it's a good. I think that was a good loss, in general. How do you backtest for long? It's so exhausting for me. I just grow up. Can we watch it back? Yeah, I mean on YouTube we'll see. No, I'm joking. Inferno, I don't know. I enjoy it. Oh, I also enjoy teaching. Yeah, you enter flow state. You kind of just like, you know what I mean? And I like being green. So being green's nice. I just like it. You want to watch it back now? I don't know where it is. Bruh, I don't know where it is. Just go. I'll upload this to YouTube and then you can. It was. The date was. I think it was the 11th. I really enjoy teaching. I used to train, like I personal trained like 3 of my high school friends into weight training and got them all to like I got one kid to like a almost a 315 bench. She had like 295. Like I taught them for years. I just like teaching. But are my explanations good? Tanya, did you understand if you're here? Does everything make sense? Pretty fast, yeah. I do go fast. Okay. Yeah, I need to slow down. My bad, guys. If you need me to repeat something, just tell me. Like I'll repeat it. Yeah, I be speaking bad. Can I go back to a specific date? Yeah. Like if you're back testing, you can. I think you can click the arrow thing and go back, but you can also just like, if you go to the menu and just restart a new if you just restart a new session, just put the date in. Um, do I still go on Till and Blow accounts? No. Actually, no. I can't. Okay, I'll tell you this. I like suck at trading evals now. I don't know why, what happened, but I just cannot trade an eval. It's because like I don't, dude, Geo. I do not blow. I don't blow fundeds anymore. Like I'm so locked. My last blown account was March on funded. Since then, I've never gone till. I just like take the loss now. Like I just learn. I just learned because I took so much shit. You know what I mean? Like I just lost so much and I just like couldn't take it. So I'd rather just like lose and never blow the account. One loss a day. When I struggled with over trading, I went to one loss a day, and that's what got me my first payout. But now I do 2 losses a day, and I do 200. I do around 250 risk per trade. 2 losses a day helps because usually I take like one loss and then I'll take a win. It's very rare to take 2 losses in a row if you're like actually waiting for good setups. Unless conditions are bad, like OPEX. That was the one time. But now I just learned to like not trade OPEX. What the best TP is? What do you mean? Learn not to trade Fridays. Our Fridays low-key sucks. 1 hour partials. I do like okay. I scale 75% at 1 hour every time, and then I only leave runners like okay. If there's a draw on liquidity above, I'll scale 75% at 1 hour, and then I'll leave runners to draw on liquidity. Just like unmitigated gaps or like intermediate term highs or data high or stuff like that. Like let's say the data high is like 4 hour away. So if I scale 75% at 1 hour, on the way to the data high, I'll scale like one more contract, maybe at like an unmitigated gap or some point. Maybe I think we'll like have to get a retrace back down and I could get break even. So I'll just scale like one more con there, and I'll leave the other con to the data high, and I'll just trail stop below like order blocks. But if there's no drawn liquidity above that I have faith in, I'll just take off 1 hour. You know what I mean? Like if I'm running into a bunch of roadblocks or something, I'll just take all at 1 hour. You should write all of that on the screen. That's a really good idea, Hernash. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that real quick. I'll write in the chat. By the way, how do you explain other models who have high RR and IFGs have low RR? Other models get better entries but lower win rate. So like people who trade like rejection blocks like Powell, I don't know his exact win rate, but in a video he said like he has a mid win rate, which probably means like 60 to like 70 or something. Which I mean 70 is so good. He probably has like 65 or something. But the lower the win rate, usually the better entry. Like you go for like the bottom ticks and top ticks. So but you also get like stopped out a lot more most of the time. I know Gio's about to just type in her. You had a 25% win rate in January. What? That's okay. I'll do January next time or something. Well, I'll finish up December, but yeah, I'll have to see that. 25% win rate's definitely not good, but that's okay. We can learn. Let me type all this real quick. So, scale 75% at 1R and leave runners for DOL. How do I... Hold on, no one type real quick. Scale all at 1R into roadblocks, and there is not liquidity above that you are confident in. If, for example, data high is 4R away, take partials at points that you would expect a retrace to happen, such as running into an unmitigated gap, trail stop under order blocks / mitigated gaps for DOLs that are far. Okay. Does that make sense? I'll just throw some announcements, actually. I'll throw it in trade recaps. Yeah, that's just why did I type like that? Okay. Does anybody have any psychology questions? Like, does anybody struggle with psych and recently did something that they want to say? Okay. Damn, Arties. You blown several 400K. Why are you getting 400K accounts? With FTMO? Oh, hell no. FTMO is so expensive, bro. Arties, can you get Apex or MFU or Alpha funding? Okay, don't get FTMO. FTMO is so expensive. Also, do not get 400K accounts. Get 50Ks. The larger in capital the account is, the easier it is to mess up. Because there's less drawdown. If there's truly an algorithm, how can losses happen? Stupid, I know, but I'm curious. Most losses are avoidable, Robe. But, sometimes, I don't know. Like, sometimes losses happen. Like, most losses are avoidable, I feel like. I feel like my win rate's been so high in live trading. I'll have to calculate my win rate. But in total in August, I took 4 losses and 3. Actually, every single loss I've taken so far has been avoidable. One, I didn't wait for an SMR when I should have. The other one, the 2 I traded OPEX, and then the 4th one, I got wicked out because my stop loss was not above the CISD leg. So, smart money reversal already. That means you put in a breaker plus CISD. What do I think about this Thursday trade? Like, I'm telling you, in probably 5-6 months, when I'm like really, really locked, I could have like 1 loss to 0 loss a month. Cause this month I could 100% had a 100% win rate. Like every loss I took, I looked back at it. It's completely avoidable. And in live time, it's not hindsight. Like genuinely, just don't trade OPEX. Wait for an SMR when I should have waited for an SMR. If I like followed the rules, and then I got wicked out. So because my stop loss was in what should have been at the high because of the CIC leg. All right, what do I think about this Thursday trade? Horrible. In premium, draw liquidity sucks. Momentum's bad. You're entering off a close that's wiki. And no liquidity sweep, so horrible. The algorithm does not trade IFGs. The algorithm runs off liquidity, but IFGs are just an entry model off liquidity. Data wicks equal highs equal lows, high slash low inside of fair value gap, and LRLR are the only draw and liquidity holders. Right. Correct or non-show. Let me think. Equalize, equal lows, high, yeah. Or if we're at all-time highs, and like Hernacho, you'll know maybe if like off open, you get a play and the momentum is just like insane to your 1R. You know what I mean? And like you kind of get that feeling it's gonna be like a trend day. Sometimes you can like hold a con, but that's like subjective. Yeah, come down to reading PA. Dude, I'm telling you, there's so many losses that are avoidable. And I've avoided so many more losses now. It's in discount. I guess. I can't see, but there's no liquidity sweep. I mean, wait. I mean, this is a continuation long, but the draw on liquidity sucks. Like, what the hell are you targeting? Also, you have a data low. This is data, right? Oh, this is a market open? What is this? Is that a data candle? That's 9:30. No, I think that's market open. Oh, I know this trade, bro. You know why I know this trade? Because Johnny and Q went short when you went long. That's why. That's the thing. This is when we swept the data high. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wait, is it? Inferno, what day is this? Wait. Good. Vert, do you have a definitive criteria list? For example, if a setup for a long is there but is not in discount, you won't take it. The only time I take setups in premium if the draw on liquidity is insane. Like the data high, NVIDIA data high, I took a 15-minute long in premium. I mean we delivered off the discount, but like my entry was really high. But I have conviction. Like it just makes sense. This is Thursday. Are we sure? Inferno, are you here? He left. Bruh. Alright. Okay, well, I'm not even gonna go over that. I think it is Thursday, right? Wait, Thursday? Oh, no, yeah, it is Thursday. That's the data. Yeah, I mean, your draw liquidity just sucks. That's why that long failed. But other than that, longs only in discount? Preferably. Like, the best longs are gonna come in, like, your dream scenario spot, like a discount. Like, okay, look at my screen share. Do you guys see my trading view? I know for a fact this spot, like, this is where I wanted longs on Friday. Like, I'm not long in here. Like, I want to long. I mean, these are fine. I think this was low-key fine because this is a rejection block. But the dream scenario was, like, sweep out this low, delivery at this fair value gap. Like, this is, like, such a obvious low. And I wanted, like, this. Boom, boom, boom. But we just never got it, so. But, like, this is a long in discount, right? These are your best longs. These are your best spots to find reversals. And there's not a lot of speed bumps for that 15-minute. Yeah. That 15-minute long had a data high. Bro, I saw in live time, so I have a recording of it. In live time, I said exactly what would happen. I said we were going to accumulate. Market open's going to manipulate down below the accumulation, tap the 15-minute gap we put in, and then distribute to the data high. And I tell you not, I mean, we did exactly that. We literally IO-fed the 15-minute, swept all the liquidity, and blasted up to the draw on liquidity, which is the data high. Draw premium discount here, I'm curious. So I would draw, technically, you do for like if this leg you do here. Um, but now we made a new low, right? So we wouldn't do that. Technically, you could do this, right? So we're already in discount. But for this entire range, I'd go from the next bar low, so this low, to this and to this high. So you see how this is now in discount? So this would be like the best spot. I mean, you can draw from here too, but it doesn't matter. Like this is all discount. You know what I mean? But if like you have multiple lows, you can go to the daily. Like if I go to the daily here, um, hold up. If I go to the daily, I can take it from this low, which is the same thing, or I just take it from this low. Preferably, it's the most recent swing obvious low, which is this low. So yeah, that makes sense. Dude, I keep forgetting to like. Do you guys want me to do like discussions, off a topic of psychology? Like have a specific like okay, we go over like FOMO. Okay, yeah, we'll do that real quick. 5 minutes, and then I'm off. Um, so who here struggles with? Let's see, bro. Okay, who here struggles with blowing their account because you tilt? Gio, chill, bro. Aries, okay. So what is the leading cause to blow in your account, right? Let's think about that. The leading cause to blow in your account. I didn't say anything, Gio. The leading cause, you don't trust the system. The leading cause is chasing the outcome. Every single time you blow an account, it's because you are forcing results that are not there yet. You know what I mean? So you're trying to force your P&L to go up when it shouldn't be up because you didn't follow the model. So you're chasing the outcome. You know what I mean? So the best way to stop doing that. So okay, let me rephrase this. Chasing the outcome leads to over trading and it leads to tilting, right? Because you're not patient enough to let like the process play out, and then you over trade because you want to get your payout to prove to everybody you're profitable, but that's just not how that works. So first things first, I'd say do not set time frames of when profitability should come, dude. I'm literally just saying what he says, Robe. I'm telling you that guy. That's the guy who taught me all this shit. I mean, I already knew it, but like he like phrases it well. But do not set time frames on when you should be profitable. Like okay, for me, I know like there's difference between realistic time frames and then like hypothetical bullshit that you want to believe because you want to rush the outcome. Like I know I'll get a 5-figure payout by the end of this year. Like that's like realistically that makes sense based off my statistics, right? What doesn't make sense is being like, yeah, I need to get a payout by the end of this year, or like for if you've never gotten a payout before, I need to do this by here, or I need to pass this account by when. You know what I mean? So you set time frames subconsciously, and then when that time frame starts to approach, and you're still stuck at break even because you're still taking like mid setups and you're taking unnecessary losses. That's when like you get in that break even like phase, and then you just tilt because you want to rush the outcome. So the way I fix this, first of all, was just eating so much dirt that I just could not take it anymore because I just like hate blowing accounts. Um, that pain is so bad. Yeah, it's just like you gotta forget about the monetary outcome. It's the only way you get like faster to the outcome is by not thinking about the outcome, which is completely backwards, right? Everything in life is like, oh, I work to this, I think about this goal, I will make that goal. Um, no, dude, chill. But you know what I mean? Like, you need to just trade day by day, and that's all you have to worry about. Forget about like you can have realistic weekly RR goals and stuff. Like, okay, I aim for a 2 hour week, but if I don't hit 2 hour week, I'm not gonna. If it's Friday and there's no setup and I'm at 1 hour on the week, I'm not gonna go force the setup. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But like off a realistic standard, on a good month, I'll hit 2 hour week. You know what I mean? Um, what I did one trade a day. So if you struggle with over trading and tilting, do one trade a day, and that's it. One loss, one win, you're done. Um, because you have to trust your backtesting statistics. Also, Ariz, I think if you had a 25% win rate in January, you're probably just you need more help on the model. Um, yeah, you definitely just don't fully understand the model, and that's fine. Make sure to watch, if you go to my YouTube, watch my old backtesting sessions. I would watch all those. Those were really good. I had like 85% win rates on those. That's fine. You know ICT. So like, what do you struggle with? Like, okay, what losses did you take? Also, send your losses. If you guys like are struggling with losses, send your losses to me. I'll explain why you lost. All my socials are in. Rebecca, can you link socials? Appreciate it. But yeah, they're all there. So go to my YouTube, watch my old backtesting sessions. Send your losses, Ariz. I'll review them. Like my real time trading results since May 22nd are like 0.9 R. Okay. How much do you risk? Also, do 50Ks. Do I chase like Ryan? No, bro. Fuck that. I would go to, okay, only do 50K, okay, 50K or 100K. I'd probably say max 150K on a funded. All the others are like bullshit. You have a 10% buffer. Wait, you built a buffer? Or is 10% like your max drawdown? Okay. Then 1% is fine. I'm assuming you're just like tilting because you're like kind of in that break even phase. You're forcing setups. That's the issue. Yeah, that's what I was in. Like I would just force setups and then take unnecessary losses, and then what that would do would like just like ruin my wins. I don't know FTMO. Oh, Rebecca, you're asking. My bad. Yeah, I don't know FTMO. I know they're expensive though, but I know FTMO is like reliable. Psychology. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you just like get FOMO and then you like take a bad trade? Like if you mess a setup that dot are you in dodgy streams or do you trade alone? Okay, that's fine. So like sometimes what would happen is like dodgy would alert a play, or, he takes it and then you missed it because you thought you saw something else, but then you're like, damn, I should have taken that, and then you take like a worse setup, and then that loses, and then you go tilt. Again, you have to just think the market's always going to be there. Every bad loss you take is like a step to unprofitability. You should be not forcing setups. Literally, if your issue is you're taking unnecessary losses, yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be like 4 days for the perfect setup. Like, there's definitely setups that have been okay. Maybe this week the AM was bad, but I trade PM. If you can trade PM, that's cool. But like, if you can't, that's fine. September should get better, but like, just take setups that make sense, like off liquidity. Just don't force setups. I need to see your losses. Send some of your losses, then I'll be sure to look at them. Um, and that goes for all of you guys. You guys just send it in like general and just at me. But yeah, like try to wait for the best. Like dude, I look for 2 wins a week. That's all I'm asking. Is just 2 wins a week, right? That'd be great. So if I have to wait, sit out an AM PM session. So I get what, um, I get 10 tries a week, right? 10 sessions a week, and I'm looking for 2 wins to meet my criteria. I can afford to be patient. You know what I mean? Like if I wait 2 days, no trade, whatever. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. Um, so yeah, be patient. And if you struggle with overtrading, you need to just stick to one trade a day. Like you have to do one setup a day. One win, one loss, get off. Just wait for best setups. If are you on eval, Aries? Okay. If you're on eval, if your max drawdown's 10%, um risk 2.5%. per trade, or 2% per trade actually. Yeah, risk 2% per trade. So it's five. So it should be like 5 losses to blow, and then 5 wins to make it. All right, Robe, I'll see you. Yeah. But with that, do one trade a day, and that's it. Be done. All right. Does anybody have any more questions? Yeah. Like, you just can't tilt, man. I don't blow accounts, but I don't pass them either. I haven't overtraded. I haven't over leveraged in a long time, but I miss a good setup, and then the PA just stops, and I traded between 9 to 11:30. Ends up being a loss. Yeah, see, that's just like, okay. This week's AM sessions were absolutely ass. I won't lie. There wasn't anything great. But like, there definitely have been setups last week. Last week there was a couple AMs, I'm pretty sure. Is that like a reoccurring thing to you, or is that just like just because of August? You're kind of, because August AM sessions have been mid. Definitely a lot less opportunity. You couldn't catch him. Do you just hesitate? You struggle with like hesitation and all that. If you struggle with hesitating, I mean, my go-to is just backtesting, because backtesting gives me confidence. Where you calculate 1R. So, Aries, look at my screen share real quick. I do like, it's like on this setup, because this is an SMR, this is a 30-second SMR, I did it from the swing. So I did it like here. But usually, if it's not like an SMR, if it's like a normal inversion, like if we're like for here, I do it, in this case, I would do it like here. Like, I just give it a little, I don't do it like this. I just do like the most probable closes on both sides of the fair value gap. So like I'll do for like most average closes like here, and then normal stop loss would be like here. You know what I mean? Like, just like eyeball it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You kind of just like you get the feel. If you want to do stops, you can do or at the lows, but lows usually if it goes down here, it's gonna go down here most of the time. Yeah, and then I'll just target like 1R, like this would be my 1R. That's what I would do, and my break even would be like here or something, or probably just like here. Not really. If I like the setup, I enter, but if I hesitate, I usually don't enter. So what's your issue? You just don't make profit? Are you making profit at all? Or are you just like break even? Yeah, wait, no, you're just break even. You're just missing out on wins. You need to I think just take more trades. Okay, how about you do this? If you miss like a setup, take a screenshot and then send it to me, and I'll tell you if you probably should have taken it. But yeah, like you're definitely missing wins that you should be taking, because I know I took some good wins that made sense. But what's good is that you're not over trading. That's fine. September should get better. Are you in dodgy streams? Please, guys. So you see the setups he takes. Like, did you take he alerted that 15-minute. Did you take that or no? Like, take setups that make sense in liquidity and just take it, man. If you want to do this, like if you're on are you on a funded or an eval? You're on an eval? Bro, you're on an eval, right? Oh, damn, that's fine. Okay, you're on eval, take setups. Just see what works. Like, whatever. If you blow it, you blow it. It doesn't matter. That's an eval. Just take setups to take setups that make sense to you. If you have some conviction in it, maybe like we swept out liquidity, the job might be not that good, but like it does make sense in context, and it goes to the bias, just take it. Whatever. It loses. You know what I mean? Build confidence in the setups by just taking setups. You're not going to build any confidence if you just sit out every setup. Either do that, or have you backtest? Do you backtest at all? If you do not backtest, because backtesting builds confidence in setups. At least for me. Like I see everything workout and backtesting. It's the same shit at live. You know what I mean? 1 week of data a day. That's pretty good. You're on eval, so yeah, just take setups, man. Just wait for your dream scenario. Do you like mark out dream scenario? You know what I mean? Like, okay, here's a low inside for value gap. This goes with bias. This is where I want longs. Like, for example, on Friday, we did not get a setup, right, for my dream scenario, which is completely fine. Like, I wanted a long from here. So I wanted a long from here or here. Does that make sense? Yeah, you wait for your dream scenario. You get your long here, take it. You get your long here, take it. You don't get anything, you don't take a trade. But I know for a fact last week there were setups and you should have taken them. So yeah, I would just like if you think it's good, but like you know what I mean? If you think it fits your criteria, just execute. Like whatever. You take a loss, it's an eval, you know what I mean? Like this is more just to get skin in the game and learn the process rather than to pass it. But if you pass it, cool. But yeah, take more setups. Cause you gotta see in live time how they work. So we'll try to get on the charts. If there's red folder news at 8:30, try to be on the charts by 8:30, if you can. I see so often that there's obvious liquidity that I'm waiting to look for a long, and the market will miss and rock it up, and I miss a trade. Well, I think recently yes, but like in context, usually we hit whatever. Like it's to me this is like very obvious. Like this low is very obvious, right? This to me looks like a sell model leads to this low, and then I look for longs. Like this is where you'd be looking for long. But if you're saying like we miss lows like this, then I guess I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. September PA should get better though. Alright, I'm gonna call it there, guys. It's been 2 hours now. Alright, yeah, what's up? Last thing. Yeah. What happened? Of course, muffin. Look at the 1 hour chart on the left. What, this? Yeah, this. So did you expect a reversal here? You wanted a short from here? See, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want to... See, that to me doesn't make sense because these are stacked highs, no? So if these are stacked highs, I expect all these to get ran. Us leaving these equal highs here are here for a reason because we're going to go back up to these and we're going to run all these. I wouldn't, like, to me, if I'm on the 4 hour, like, we're here, hold up, we're here, right? Am I expecting this high to get swept in a reversal? No. Maybe this high, but, like, these are just stacked highs, you know what I'm saying? And we have 4 hour equal highs here. Like, these, to me, are just stacked highs. I expect this to just get ran. And then I look for a reversal here, but then now we're at all-time highs. So, I mean, I guess, just scale it, I always scale before liquidity, to be honest. Like, just, like, 1 point. It happens sometimes, but it's not as often as I feel like you're making it out to be. But, yeah. Alright, I'm out here. Everyone have a good rest of your day. I'll do another backtesting. I'll do another session tomorrow. I'll put an announcement. Alright, see y'all.